Hi everyone, just to say that I apologise that this video I wanted to do a couple of days ago. I actually wanted to do on the Friday, but after the general election my body clock's been a bit messed up because obviously I was up the whole night during the election and I was at Brunel University. Didn't get to sleep till 1 o'clock the next day, so my whole body clock, as I just said, has been messed up. So this is the first opportunity I have had since Thursday to come on and speak to you and to update you. Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. Firstly, I just want to thank everyone who helped me throughout the 2.5 week campaign. Paul and Glenda, my love to you, they done most of Eastcote by themselves, putting leaflets through people's doors to make sure that people would get a leaflet and become aware that I was standing in the election. Thank you, Tess. Thank you, everyone. So I firstly want to thank all the people who helped come out, leaflet in day after day. People were coming after work. We got to as many homes as we could, but we didn't get to everyone. 2.5 weeks sounds like a long time, but it's not when you're trying to get to something like between 45 and 50,000 homes, delivering your own leaflet and trying to speak to people along the way. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to all those people, friends and family, and you know who you are, who came and helped throughout that time. As we know, during the course of my campaign, there was 4 hustings, 4 of them. I only managed to get to 1 hustings. I was invited to none of them. And the only reason I got to that is one of my friends found it the day before, and I could ring up the vicar, who informed me that everyone was invited and that the council should have sent me an email, which of course they did not. Of course they did not want the people to know I was out there. So out of the 4 hustings, I only got to 1, which meant there was people out there who don't have social media, who don't know that we're here, did not hear what I had to say. Which is not giving people the full choice, because, okay, when they go to the ballot box and they see the names on there, they don't know what some of those are standing for. It's very difficult, you know, when you've got all these parties and name recognitions to break into a system like that. I also want to thank the people from the bottom of my heart who did vote for me. Do I believe there was more than what was said? Yes, I do. Do I believe I would have won? No, because as I said, it's very difficult to break into and get into the House of Commons if you're an independent. But I do believe there was more numbers than what was said. On the night, when we was told we could have counters in there, people came in, but they wasn't counters. The people who were counting were all from Hillingdon Council and some of the schools. For Hillingdon, now, the person standing as Conservative, David Simmons, is director of Hillingdon Council. Now, to me, that's conflict of interest. So there was a lot of skullduggery going on. I expected roughly near enough 300 votes from Harefield alone, and I actually got 295 votes, which for me was phenomenal anyway, because it was I was the highest independent out of the whole borough, the 3 MPs, which was Boris, David Simmons, who won it, and of course John McDonnell, that won his seat again. Not one of these people throughout this campaign and at one of the hustings that I managed to get to spoke about the people, or what was happening to people, or the changes they were going to make for the people. None. So I want to thank again, because the people who did vote for me voted for change, voted for something better. And I'm sorry that we couldn't get in there and do that. You know, but yet again, this isn't the end from me, is it? I've been going for 22 months now. This was just me trying something else for the people. If you can't win on the outside, then you have to try and get on the in. But thank you to all of you. On the night as well, when we was at Brunel University, and David Simmons, who come in, who didn't really walk around the table to check that the voting was going all right or anything like, bit bizarre, was doing very unusual handshakes with most people in there. And then when it came to John McDonnell standing on the stage and giving his speech, all of a sudden, one of the people who was with me got punched behind me in the back of the head. That made us all turn round and react. Next minute, all the mainstream media had their cameras facing us. And the next minute, John McDonnell says about far-right extremists, almost directing that at us. Set up, it felt like one. Whether it was or whether it wasn't, I don't know, but it felt like a complete setup. Thank you, Tim. Yes, I have seen a version of where our friend Danny was punched. We do have that recording, Tess. We do have that. The other thing I want to say is the London Yellow Vests. Well, it's Yellow Vests United Kingdom, but for the ones that walk in London, where I walk with them, I call them the London Yellow Vests. On Saturday, yesterday, it was a year. The 14th of December 2018 was when 34 people stood on Westminster Bridge and said they've had no more. So yesterday was the 14th of September, which was a year. I unfortunately couldn't make it because I was doing something. I had to do something for one of my other children. So unfortunately I couldn't make yesterday, which I was, you know, gutted about, obviously, because it was a year. But well done on the ones who did turn up. You know, like Colin and Tina. They come from afar, and they come, you know, Colin comes as many weeks as he can come from Birmingham, and Tina comes from Southampton. Absolutely phenomenal. So well done on that. So I just wanted to update you all. Thank you, Michael, that I won't be going anywhere. You know, new plans on trying to wake people up, because people wake up so far, then they seem to go back to sleep and then believe everything they've been told again. As I've said, this put me on a journey, a 2-year journey, nearly 2 years since I lost my son, of finding out what the truth is going on in this country, why they would cover up the murders of children. And the truth is worse than you can imagine. So I'm well aware, and the government know that I'm well aware of what's going on. And it's only going to be a matter of weeks before you realise what is really going on yourselves with the EU and Brexit. So I just want to end with the fact that there is no Christmas period for me, obviously. I haven't celebrated it since, or one birthday or anything like that, because there is no celebration for me. So I'll continue to do what I do. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for supporting me, for sharing, for listening to me, for believing, because I'm not going anywhere. I will never give up, and I will stand up, continue to fight for justice for Josh, Harry and George, for the children and for the country, to make this a better and safer place, and try and wake people up along the way. Take care, everyone, and I'll do another live feed again soon. Thank you again.